Now, one more thing I will mention about that I was going to say post-credit scene. The fucking show closing angle on Monday night. At WrestleVotes pointed out, and I mean, it's something that's been pretty apparent if you've been watching the Triple H product for the past 2 years, year and a half, that everything they do is for a reason. Now, when Rock first brought Cody outside, I noticed that as soon as they went outside, you could see a WWE truck in the distance. Now, could that have just been there? Absolutely. There's a very good chance this was purely just a coincidence. But they have a lot of Mania trucks right now, a lot of Mania production trucks that they're hauling around, and they have them outside of the arenas. They specifically didn't go up to it and showed it, but it was just in the background. They specifically had this one positioned there with Stone Cold on the side of it along with John Cena. Now, again, at WrestleVotes responded saying, nothing is done by accident. Stuff like that I would think is... And it's not like they shied away from showing it, too. The shot they showed of Rock beating up Cody pretty clearly had that truck in the background. And it wouldn't be the first time, but for that truck specifically, just the timing is very bizarre. One, do you think it's intentional? And two, if it was, what do you think that means for WrestleMania?
I think it 100% was intentional, and I feel like we'll get some kind of Cena, Rock, something at WrestleMania.
Rock, no Stone Cold. Or you said Cena, but no Stone Cold.
Cena and Stone Cold, man. My bad.
Okay, so listen.
I mean, like you said, they have all those WrestleMania trucks that they've been promoting and hauling all the stuff. All of a sudden, they just show up that random one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
I don't know. And I don't want to get too excited here because I just feel like, and I said this the other day, that if you've ever seen Avengers Endgame, if you're any fan of any good comic book movie, but specifically that one, where they have all the heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe show up and take down Thanos. Rock is literally, dude, I know Rock is calling himself the final boss. Roman Reigns is the champion of 4 years. He has been the Thanos of WWE for the past 4 years. The Rock is now the new bad guy. He literally has the Thanos entrance coming out with the fucking electricity, which is just amazing. I know that reference is lost on you, but I just wanted to point that out. It was really fucking cool. But my point being that they have all the heroes come out, take down the big bad guy in that movie. Spoiler alert, it came out 5 years ago. It's got to be the same.
Wait, that happened? Fuck, I was going to watch it.
It was on your watch list for tomorrow, I know. They have Rock, Roman, the Bloodline in the ring. And listen, I would go completely all out. I know we shit on and shy away from, overbooking and interference. We know there's going to be interference.
We already know this match is going to be overbooked.
Exactly, dude. We know it's going to happen, so you might as well just go all out with it.
Lean into it, yeah.
Exactly. Lean into it. Either don't do it at all, which they're going to, or lean into it, completely embrace it, and just go balls to the wall with it. And we got some good interference last year up until that ridiculously dumb finish with Solo coming back out with the dumb hoodie, which they have to revisit that, and they have to do the exact same thing. I mean, I'm talking like not just those guys, but I'm talking Tama Tonga. I'm talking Jacob Fatu. Like, holy shit. Like, Solo debuted at Clash of the Castle, helping Roman retain a year and a half ago, rather. He debuted at that point, helping him retain. Do the same thing here. Make people think that they're debuting and they're going to help him retain. I feel like that would be the best swerve possible. And then Cody kicks out at the last second.
I think, like you said, if they're gonna do the bloodline rules and all that stuff, you might as well at that point just overbook the shit out of it and just lean all into it. So I'm here for all of it.
I'm here for all of it. I think it's just the best route to take. I think not only that, but like we said, Cena, Stone Cold, and I know. Listen, dude, Stone Cold has nothing to do with the bloodline ever. He's never interacted with. What'd you say?
The Rock.
No, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
At least Cena faced Roman in the bloodline, and he kind of makes sense.
No, he 100% makes sense, because if Solo's out there, and guess what, he will be, as he has been for every main event for the past year and a half, the last time we saw Cena on the show was getting beat down and destroyed decisively by Solo Sikoa at Crown Jewel a number of months ago.
And Solo did nothing after to capitalize on it.
Did you see that stat where Solo has not won a match since then?
Yep.
Dude, what the fuck? That's terrible. Not even in untelevised matches. He's losing every house show match he has as well. This is the same guy that went undefeated for like a year. And now the guy can't win a match to save his life. Like, what the fuck?
Love it.
That's ridiculous. No wonder he doesn't have a WrestleMania match. No one gives a shit at this point. But, yeah, I mean, they have to have Cena come out. I mean, I'm thinking, I said this to someone the other day, but, like, imagine a situation, and I don't know at what point in the match this would happen, but imagine a situation where Cena's music hits, someone else's music hits, and then Stone Cold's music hits. Not like, I mean, I guess it would make sense, I guess, to separate it out, but I was thinking more along the lines of Mania 32, when Shawn Michaels came out after that completely pointless League of Nations New Day match, and then Michaels came out, Mick Foley came out, and then Stone Cold came out. Like, that was outstanding. It accomplished nothing. I mean, it was just a moment. I mean, that whole Mania was a bunch of moments. 32 was a pretty mediocre show. But I want to see something similar here where it makes sense. They all have history with the Bloodline or The Rock, and he gives one more stunner to The Rock. And, man, I really don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. And people saying, oh, get Orton out there. Get this guy out there. I mean, those guys are going to be busy in other matches. Like Owen, Zayn, they're all doing their own thing on the show, so I don't think they come out. But I think a Cena or a Stone Cold, at the very least them, would make a whole lot of sense. Obviously Rollins as well, but, you know, a Jay too. But, you know, beyond them, I'm thinking Stone Cold, Cena, that place would come fucking unglued. I know I had seen another tweet, and I don't know how serious it was, saying that The Undertaker could show up. I don't know about that. Now, I know Roman Reigns put down the dead man back at 33 in that terrible match that we were there for.
But he has nothing to do with the Bloodline, so...
I know, he has something to do with Roman. They have history, but the Bloodline, no, and Taker can't probably do much at this stage. I know he's not like 100 years old, but in wrestling years he might as well be. It's like dog years. That guy's like a fucking 100 years old. So probably not. But Stone Cold and Cena, and Stone Cold's, I think, older than Taker, but when we saw him 2 years ago, he looked great, so I don't really mind it. But, yeah, man.
No, I think, like I said, I think for specific people, like, if we were having, like, this whole thing, like, if, like, Jay came out, or, like, someone that, like you said, like, you named, like, you don't need to hit their music. I feel like them specifically, they just can run out. But with, like, a Stone Cold or Cena, you hit the music.
I don't know,
like,
man.
I don't know, like, they're just, like, they're all beating up on someone, and, like you said, like, Seth or Jay hit the ring. Like, you don't need their music. But, like, if Cena and Rock, you have to hit the music.
You have to. I mean, we've been joking, and everyone's been making the memes for well over a year now. It was cinema. This segment is cinema. Blah blah blah. This whole Bloodline stuff is cinema. If you really want to capitalize on the cinema talk, you do something like that. I mean, seriously, like that's a movie mania moment right there. And then Roman still wins.
I was gonna say, and then all that, and then Roman still wins with the spike.
And here's the
Solo
thing.
comes back with a hoodie.
Another hoodie. This time a red hoodie or something. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I'm shocked every time.
He showed up on Monday with the hoodie. I'm like, oh, it's So Lucicoa. I'm shocked.
I'm gonna be shocked when it happens at WrestleMania.
Oh my god. But listen, I also have to point this out too about that angle, and I have to make this very clear because I said that on Tuesday. I tweeted that. And a few people responded with what I expected them to, and that some people had said, well, they shouldn't be winning for Cody, right? And I said, listen, I completely agree. I don't want to see Stone Cold out there. And we kind of saw something similar last year with Owens and Zayn where they beat up Roman and Cody was going to pin him. That would have been dumb. I would have liked the finish because Cody won, but yeah, I agree that's kind of silly. But I don't want to see a finish where Stone Cold comes out, Cena comes out, they hit Roman specifically with the stunner, the AA, and then they like take a gun and shoot the guy, and that's what is really what puts down Roman for the 3 count. No, I think they have to thwart the interference from the Bloodline, and then Cody and Roman have the rest of their match. Again, maybe that's what you do. You have Cena and Stone Cold come out, they pin, or not pin, they take out Jay or Jimmy rather, and Solo and whoever else, Heyman, whatever. And then people thinking Brock, I mean, Brock's got other issues right now. I mean, Brock would have been cool in an alternate universe, but considering the current circumstances, probably not. But you can have all those guys come out. It comes down to Roman and Cody. Roman spears Cody and pins him, but he kicks out, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. You could really capitalize on the heart attacks that people might have if Roman retains again. And I think you can really have fun with this because I've said this to you before, like WWE's questionable booking decisions at times over the years has actually played in their favor when it comes to matches like this and enhancing the suspenseful near falls because there's a chance they might go with the wrong winner and have Roman retain. There's a very good chance that happens. But I think Cody has to win on his own, though.
I will say, I know, like, you've mentioned Brock and, like, whatever. I don't know. There were rumors that they're trying to get him back, whatever. We really haven't heard anything about it since. But, I mean, theoretically, the last time we saw Brock, he was shaking Cody's hand and acknowledging him and all that stuff. And, like, he had gone through the whole bloodline. Like, storyline specifically, it would make sense. Like, showed respect to Cody. We haven't seen him since. He got screwed over by the bloodline 1,000 times. Like, I mean, like I said, obviously, we don't really know what's happening to them. But there was a rumor a few months ago, like, that they were trying to work on him coming back. But
yeah. The only thing I don't like about that is that I feel like the Cody winning or Roman retaining, whatever, would be the top story, but then people would then go into, why is Brock back? Did you clear his name? And then it just takes away from the moment. Like, that's the only thing I don't really like about that, is where people would, that's all their...
technically he was never specifically named, but...
No, I agree, but he's obviously not around for a reason. I mean, he was involved, and just the...
He's hunting.
What'd you say?
He was hunting.
He was hunting. It's just the implication that he was involved in some form or fashion with this sicko. Obviously not on the same level as Vince, but, you know, I mean, they would have to pretty much establish, like, if he was to come back, I still don't think he's coming back. I guess he definitely could. I just don't really see the point either. I mean, I like Brock's most recent run was great, don't get me wrong, and I enjoy Brock a lot. But if it's not, I just don't think it's worth the headache, is the thing with Brock Lesnar. In a moment like this, it's going to be this amazing moment. You know there's going to be people pissed. Well, why did they bring Brock back? And I would agree with that. Like, why did they bring him back? What changed between now and January?
Sense, that's why.
From a storyline standpoint, but I would say from a realistic standpoint, from a real-life standpoint, that might take priority. That's my only concern. I just don't want it to overshadow what we're getting in that moment, you know?
No, like I said, I get it, but like he would make more sense than Undertaker or Stone Cold.
No, he absolutely would, because he did show respect to Cody. I would not be shocked if they had done that angle on purpose with the intention of paying that off at a later date. Actually, no, I take that back. They did not do that on purpose, because Brock
did it on his own.
Exactly. So never mind. That would make, not that it would make sense, but they definitely did not plan that far in advance. That was totally an off the cuff thing, like you said. But listen, it would be an amazing moment. I want to see them just go all out with this shit, really make it something worth, memorable, worth remembering, rather, and a WrestleMania-worthy finish with Cody Rhodes finally ending the story, winning on his own, becoming champion. Cena's there, Stone Cold's there. Maybe they raise him up on their shoulders and kind of put him over as the new face of the company. I mean, man, the potential here is awesome. And if they don't do something along those lines, then I don't want to say they got people's hopes up for nothing, because they never said, oh, Stone Cold's going to be there, Cena's going to be there, I'm going to have backup at Mania. Like, he never said that. So, I mean, we're just putting this out into the ether and thinking, out into the universe and thinking, oh, this is what they might do. There's a very good chance they don't show up. I mean, I saw the report yesterday, I think from PW Insider or the Wrestling Observer, whatever, and they were like, yeah, they made a pretty, good offer to Stone Cold to do something at Mania, but there's been no talk about it since. I mean, that could be at work, maybe he doesn't show up, we don't know. But I feel like with it being Mania 40, they're in Philly, the 25-year anniversary of the last Philly Mania with Rock and Stone Cold in the main event. Man, it just makes sense. And that's what I want to see him do.